So we are here with Olivia. It has been on.
Okay.
Start over.
I know, yeah.
Okay. We're so much fun. All right. So we are here with Olivia Grimsland from OG Yoga, and we are in the Hudson Valley. And we're really excited to interview her today because we love our little yogini. I just learned today that she's called a yogini, not a yoga. And Yvonne and I come to yoga with Olivia whenever we can. We've been doing better lately.
That's true, yeah.
You're
on a roll.
Yeah. So, Yvonne, you have some questions you wanted to ask her.
Oh, right. So, So you're pretty young to be this just passionate and dedicated and successful in what you do. And I was just wondering how did this journey begin?
Well, I originally started doing yoga when I was 16. So this is going back 14 years ago. 14 years ago.
Counting on the fingers.
Yeah. Do the math. And I actually started yoga because I always lived with a lot of joint pain, and I liked, I liked the acrobatic, features to it, like balancing on your hands, and it's low impact, so if you deal with joint pain, it's good, and so that's how I originally got started. A friend of mine brought me to a class, and I just loved it. Yeah, so I started taking regular classes, and then, I was a pastry chef, and I kind of fell into being a pastry chef because I worked my way up.
Like eating pastries?
Easy. 30 pounds heavier, like eating pastries, yeah. But I was always just drawn to yoga, and then I kind of wanted a career change, and I didn't really like anything else.
Like yoga.
Yeah, so, after about 3 years or 2 years, I decided to go through my training, and the reason for all my joint pain turned out to be that I was allergic to gluten.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and soy.
A lot of that with pastry chefing.
Yeah. Yeah, so it made my last few years as a pastry chef a little bit difficult.
Anything you were making.
Yeah, so I removed gluten and dairy and sugars from my diet, and living the kitchen life is not the healthiest lifestyle. Even though I was doing yoga, you get involved, you drink, you smoke, you eat bad food because you're always on the go, and you work a lot of hours, and so I just was like,
left that all
this is
behind.
not my life.
Started over
yeah.
fresh.
Yeah, so I worked really hard to try to teach as many classes as I could and try to get better at what I did, so that more people would want to come and hang out with me. And eventually I just decided to make that plunge,
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to have the support from family and, CrossFit to help build
The business.
of what it is now.
Yeah,
It's been 3 years, so.
Yeah.
The last class I came to, I could hardly find a spot.
Yeah.
Everyone had to move over,
been
which
really
they
good.
were
It's
more than willing to do. Everyone was really friendly. Friendly.
I feel blessed, because it's always to help with other people too.
Well, and I know that I love coming to class. We laugh more than...
We do laugh a lot.
We do. We're like, what kind of serious yoga is this? Oh, it's serious yoga. We're just laughing.
Yeah.
We have a really good time,
We do.
actually.
Yeah, we do have a lot of fun.
We do.
Yeah. And I think that's what it's all about. I grew up in a religious household. And it's very personal, and it's supposed to be this practice of appreciation to things that you love and you care about, and it makes you a better person, it makes your body better, and and the meditation part of it, it's always been about meditating on the things that are important to you, or whatever higher power you believe in.
So we don't come here and become Buddhists because we... Okay.
Right. Of course, if Hinduism is your religion, then, there is a part of that is taken into yoga. But if you are Christian or Jewish or Catholic, or, you believe in just energy, then that's your focus, and
Right.
that's what you take from it. You know, yoga is it is fitness, it is good for your body, and it can be religious, or it can just be
Good for your body.
quiet.
Yeah.
It
Because
can
so
just
many
be
people
quiet.
don't know how to be quiet.
Yeah,
And our minds
it
are
teaches
always
you to
going.
be still and relaxed,
Yeah.
and you know, and if you and in that space, you don't really have to think about anything.
Yeah.
You know, it's really it's a very
Calm your
personal
mind.
thing if you want it to be a personal thing.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know, there are some people that just kind of come in and like to sweat and stretch and leave.
Yeah.
You know,
I
it
can't
really
really-
is individual.
It is. I really can't think of anything. I couldn't even make it a religious practice if I wanted to, because I can't even think to actually breathe.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing.
It's
You know,
like,
it
oh,
is.
you're like, breathe. I'm like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that kind of, you know, mind calming in the sense where it's like you're not using a higher power to calm your mind. You're using your breathing, and that's
Yeah.
you. That's just
Yeah.
a personal. That's like your body and you like learning to control your body and your breathing and your mind all together.
Mhm.
And that honestly has nothing to do with religion.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
But I agree. Sometimes I'm so stiff. I agree with you. It's just being in that position is so uncomfortable. All you
Yeah.
can do is think
But
about
there is
trying to
something-
When
breathe.
is it going to be over?
Yeah.
There is something very special and quiet about the fact that you can't think about anything while you're trying to balance on one foot.
Yeah.
And that's what makes
Yeah.
yoga so.
Awesome.
I know that with maybe similar to you with your joint pain, but Suzanne and I both have scoliosis, so we get really crooked, and then things start to fuse up. Like I do get this shoulder will get tight and stiff, and then this side of my back and on my hip. So I know that for me, when I implement yoga, and I think you too, right? When we incorporate that into our week, we just feel so much better,
Yeah.
so much younger, and that's another thing. Is the young part is really
Yeah.
when you start to feel old, it's your loss of
Yeah.
flexibility, right? Your range of
Yeah.
motion.
And you know, yoga it's about joint health, you know, muscle health, and internal organs, and your breathing. You
Yeah.
know, your lungs, and you know how you hold your posture can also you know affect the way your metabolism runs. Like if you're always hunched over, your organs are kind of just like smushed together.
Yeah.
You know, you stand up a little taller and you breathe well, you know, your chest is open, your circulation is good, that affects your metabolism.
Yeah.
And, you know, so it's everything. And it is, that's why it is kind of like the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
That's why you hear stories about 80, 90-year-old yoga teachers, because, you know, it's about moving. And, you know, sometimes when people get older, they have aches and pains. They're so scared to move, or they don't know how, and then it just becomes this thing where they're like, well, I can't do it, and that's when the frozen shoulders come in, and
Yeah.
the body starts to break down. And with yoga, it's like, yoga is for everybody. That's a real thing. It is for everybody.
So what if somebody's really, really overweight?
Well, you know, that kind of thing, this is where, you know, over the years, yoga has evolved into so many different things, and different kinds of practices and styles have evolved, and, you know, that's where chair yoga comes in, you know, or standing only yoga, you know, so they don't have to get up and off the floor a lot, or,
Right.
you know, you can use the wall, you can use props, you know, that's
Right.
what all these yoga blocks are for.
You're sitting on right now.
So that, you know, just to drive that fact home, like even more, it's like there is always a starting level for anybody.
Right.
You
Okay.
know, there is always something that you can do.
That you can do.
And then you can work toward
Yeah, and you
adding
always-
something else.
Yeah,
as,
you
right.
can always, the body always will adjust.
Okay.
No matter how old you are, or young, or overweight, or, you know,
Yeah.
there's always something.
So even though we have a lot of followers from all over, even Brazil, hey there, shout out to Brazil, she's willing to come.
I'm willing to come teach in Brazil. Just feed me and give me a place to stay.
There you go.
We do have a lot of local followers too, and you were saying that if they wanted to come take a class,
Yeah, so anybody who follows the Sisterly Strong, if you feel like you want to come out a class, the class is on me. First class free.
Nice.
Just mention, I think there will be a coupon offer.
Yeah,
and
provide a
mention
coupon.
this interview.
Yeah. So I heard about you on Sisterly.
See
and-
how you like it.
Okay, so let's pretend we're brand new. Well, we're only this far away from that. But can you have us do a couple moves?
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right.
And I want to let's have you do a move first so we can see what it's supposed to look like.
Okay.
Okay.